Hi guys. We'll start class in just a couple minutes when more students have arrived. How is everybody? Hi guys. How are you today? Hi. Steven? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. And you?
I'm doing well. Where are you from, Steven?
From Norway?
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
All right, let's start with some introductions and then we'll begin our class. It sounds like somebody has 2 pages of verbling open. If you have 2 verbling pages open, would you please close the main page? Otherwise we get an echo sound. I think it might be you, Steven. You might have 2 verbling pages open.
No.
Okay, then I don't know why I'm hearing an echo. All right, so my name is Michaela, and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. And my favorite color is red. All right, let's have you guys introduce yourself. Tell me who you are, where you're from, and something interesting about you. Let's start with Ali Al-Ahmad. Can you introduce yourself for us? Can you hear me? Ali Al-Ahmad? Can you hear me? We can't hear you, so if you have trouble with your microphone, let us know in the chat box.
My name is Ali.
Oh, hi, how are you?
I'm from CS. Yes. Yeah.
Cool. And what do you do? Ali,
Yes.
what do you do?
So, mm, maybe. Yes,
Okay.
I engineer.
Okay. Thanks. Heba
Said
Farouk? Oh. Sorry, Ali, your microphone is going in and out, so I can't hear you very well. Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm
Cool.
an engineer.
Thank you. Heba Farouk? Am I saying your name right?
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself to the class?
Okay, my name is Heba Farouk. I am 23 years old. I was graduated from Master of Commerce English section. I'm from Egypt and I'm interested in reading and drawing and
Cool.
little music.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next, Hong. I
Hi,
can't.
teacher. Hi, teacher. I am Hong. I am 24 years old. I am come from Vietnam. Today is my first day on your class. I speak English not well, not good. I hope you help me. Hi, everyone. Hi.
Nice to meet you. Isaias,
Hello.
your turn. Hi, how are you?
I am great. How are you?
Good. Introduce yourself to the class for us.
Yes. My name is Isaias. I am from Mexico. I am 28. I am an electronic technician. I repair telephones. I fix cell phones and
Cool.
telephones. Yes.
Thank you. Good to have you back. Matias Vasquez, can you
Yes,
introduce yourself to the class?
of course, teacher. Okay, well, hi everyone. My name is Matias. I live in the city of Buenos Aires. I'm from Argentina. I like to electronic music, and I like the dogs because they are very pretty. And how do you say tierno?
How do you spell it?
How do you say lindo in English?
Beautiful? Beautiful?
Yeah, dulce. Sweeties.
Sweet?
Yeah, the dogs is very sweet. Okay. Nothing. I like to do sports. I like to run, riding my bicycle. I have a Zenith bicycle. I prefer drink water, and I dislike the Coca-Cola.
All right. Good to have you in
Again.
class.
Yeah. Okay. It's all.
Okay, thank you.
Uh,
Nicolas Alvarez, your turn.
Yes.
Can you
Hi,
introduce yourself?
Okay. I am Nicolas. I am from Argentina.
yeah.
And yes, from Córdoba, and I like
Oh.
to play football and the rock music.
Cool. Awesome. Good to have you here.
Teacher,
Yeah.
the people from Córdoba is very funny. He can make jokes.
All right.
Nicolás, can you tell the class a joke in English? Yeah, come on.
Is you it is hard for me make a joke.
Try
Now.
it.
Maybe later. Maybe later. Maybe later.
Okay, all right,
Okay.
later.
Yeah.
Teacher,
Stephen King. Will you introduce yourself, Stephen King?
yes. Well, my name is Steven. I'm from Norway. I like the classical music. Also, more. I have a question, teacher.
Uh-huh.
Where did you learn Spanish, teacher?
I only speak a little Spanish, and I
she
learned
speak
it.
Portuguese. Yes.
I learned Spanish when I was younger, like from work, because we have a lot of Mexican immigrants where I live. So there's a lot of people who speak Spanish, and I learned Portuguese in Brazil, and I learned Italian in Italy.
Okay.
Okay, nice to meet you, Stephen King.
Okay.
Talita, introduce yourself to the class.
Oh, I was waiting this class so much since yesterday. My name is Talita. I'm from Brazil. I live in Rio de Janeiro, and I'm studying veterinary. And it's all, I think. And I love fairy tales. Oh.
All right, thank you. Nice to have you back. Wilfer, will you introduce yourself to the class?
Yes. My name is Wilfer Oquendo. I'm Colombian. I'm from Medellin City. I am 29 years old. I am telecommunication engineer.
All right, cool. Thank you. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Okay, does everyone have what we're working on open today? It's a worksheet on fairy tales. Does everyone see it? It's attached to the class. When you enter the class, there's a little blue link.
Yes, I saw it.
Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat box just in case someone missed it or still needs it. There. Okay, everyone open that up. First thing I'm going to ask you guys about is a fairy tale. I would like everybody to name one fairy tale they know and tell me if it's unique to your culture or if it's also a fairy tale in other cultures, like in English or in other cultures in the world. Let's start all the way on the left with Heba Farouk. Will you give me a fairy tale and tell me if it's specifically from your culture or if it's international?
I hate fairy tale.
Oh no, why?
No!
Fairy tale, I don't like it.
How come?
I don't know, I don't like it.
So you don't know any fairy tales?
Yeah.
What? Give me one example of a fairy tale.
It's like I don't know the name in English, but I know it in Arabic.
Can you translate it for us, or is it difficult?
Yeah, it's called by Arabic Jenny.
Interesting. And what's it about? What is the plot?
I don't know.
Do you know the word plot? Plot is the storyline. What happens in a story is the plot. It's P-L-O-T, like that. Okay. So, can you tell us a little bit about the fairy tale, or is it difficult?
No, it's so difficult.
Okay. All right. We'll skip then. Hong, do you have a fairy tale you can share with us?
Yes. My first tale is Snow White and seven rabbits. Seven.
Dwarves.
I live in underland. Underland. I live in underland.
Alice in Wonderland. That's a great one.
Little food. Little reading food. Adventure. Robin Hood adventure.
Okay, thank you. That's a lot. Isaias, can you give us one?
Well, I don't know if it is a fairy tale, but it's like a legend.
Okay. And what is it called, or what is the plot?
It is called La Llorona. It means the woman, the crying woman.
And what is the fairy tale about?
Oh, because every small town that has a river, at night the people can hear the crying of that woman. She's begging for her children that she lost.
Ooh.
And a lot of people have heard that noise. My sister had heard those.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, it's a spooky fairy tale.
Spooky.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Matthias, can you give us one fairy tale?
In Argentina, it's very popular, the Wolf of Bag. He's a man that when I was a child, my parents told me that if I had a bad attitude, he could capture me and how do you say llevar? Llevar. How do you say in English llevar algo?
I don't know.
Carry.
Isaias?
Carry it. Yeah,
Carry?
he could carry it in her bag and go out.
Ooh.
Do you understand me?
Yeah, like kidnap. Like take you
Okay.
away from your house, right?
Okay. No,
Kidnap.
I don't. Yeah.
I think
And now, okay.
it's like that.
I am lost.
Kidnap is the word when a person or monster comes
Yeah.
and takes you away. Kidnap
The
is the
boogeyman.
word. The
Boogeyman.
boogeyman.
Yeah. The movie.
Oh yeah, there was a movie.
Okay, in Argentina, we call her the Olaf Bag.
Ah, interesting.
It's a name in Argentina.
That's a scary one
in-
too.
In Mexico, called El Coco. I think. Okay.
Thank
This
you.
is my fairy tales in Argentina.
Okay, thank you. Nicholas, can you give us a fairy tale?
Yes, Here in Argentina, maybe are not many fairy tales, but I like Hansel and Gretel.
That's a good
This
one.
is one, and I think that the three little pigs. Yes.
Definitely. Thank you. Philippe. Yeah?
Can I tell you about one fairy tale that I remembered it?
Yeah, sure.
¿Qué otra historia puede ser argentina?
Here we think the blue eye prevent us.
Can you repeat that? I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Okay, can I repeat again?
Yeah, please.
Okay, here in Egypt, we think that the blue eye prevent us from the envy. So if any person don't have blue eye, he will someone will envy them. That's it.
Oh, interesting. That's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, Philippe, it's your turn. Can you be brave and say something? Or are you a little scared?
If I remember something like that, I will tell you.
Okay, thanks. Philippe, would you like to give us one? We can't hear you, so if you're having microphone trouble, tell us in the chat box. How about Stephen King? Can you give us one?
Tales?
A fairy tale, yeah.
Well, I don't like fairy tales. Other stories.
Other stories?
Yes, I fascinated by Tales of the Brothers Grimm.
I've heard of those. And what's your favorite story from them?
I like very much Hansel and Gretel.
That's a good one.
The Swan Six.
Cool, thank you. Talita, do you have one?
Yeah. Here in Brazil, we have some kind of history of fairy tales, like Mula Sem Cabeça. It's like a horse without hair, head, without head, and I don't know, Curupira that had the foot in the other sides. You got it. It's like your foot here, but it's out. It's the other side. And it's it. I think.
Okay, thank you. Wilfer, can you give us one?
Yes, in Colombia, a lot of fairy tales. And one can be, for example, mermaid. Mermaid is a beautiful girl in the river. She is very beautiful, and when a man sees a beautiful girl, try for speak her. And in this moment, mermaid or a beautiful girl go into the river. The man keep her, and in this moment he drowned.
Uh-oh. That's a scary one too.
Yeah, this is definitely the history.
Thank you, that's a great one. Okay. So a little farther down, if you scroll down on our notes, I put some fairy tales for you guys, and I wanted to see if you guys could tell me what happens in these fairy tales. So the first one is Jack and the Beanstalk. Does anybody know Jack and the Beanstalk? What's the plot of Jack and the Beanstalk? Who knows that one? Nobody?
No.
Really?
No, sorry.
I know this fairy tale, but I don't know the history.
Okay.
I know that has a boy who have a bean, and he plants on the I don't know the name. Oh my god.
Beans what?
Wait a minute, I will put in Google Translate. Okay. Plants on the earth. I don't know when a flower she grow in somewhere on somewhere. I don't know how the name of this.
Okay. I'll tell you guys a little bit about Jack and the Beanstalk. The story goes that Jack was a boy, and his parents sent him to the market with a cow, and he was supposed to sell the cow for money. But he instead sells the cow for magic beans. So he comes home, and his parents are very angry because he sold their cow for beans and not money. But he plants the beans, and a big plant, a stalk, grows from the ground all the way up to the sky. And Jack climbs the stalk and finds another world, a second world above in the sky. And there are giants that live there, and they have a lot of gold and riches, and so he takes some of their stuff and climbs back down the beanstalk. That's the basic of it. He climbs up and finds another world in the sky. So you guys can look it up later. It's a good one. How about Little Red Riding Hood? Does anybody know that one?
Yeah.
Okay, will you explain the plot of that one?
I try.
Okay.
I will try. A ugly wolf make a plan with the objective like eat Little Red. She believe in his words, and she followed the way that he said that, and when she go to the house and entered entering in the house, she started to make questions to her grandmother, and the answers was very well. How do you say extraño? Strange. Yeah, and the answer was very strange, and when the wolf thinked that
Thought? The past tense is thought.
thought that she darse cuenta, ¿cómo sería? how do you say descubrir?
Release. Release.
Find out or realize.
Discovery.
Realize. Yes.
I don't hear anybody. Can you repeat, please?
Discovery.
Discovered. Okay. The wolf discovered that Little Red discovered that his grandmother is the wolf, and and he ate
Mm-hmm.
ate her.
Mm-hmm.
And
Perfect. That's it.
okay, and how do you say leñador? Axe, leñador.
Anybody?
Water.
I don't hear.
Water.
Okay, water. Saved her and killed the wolf, the bad wolf. This is the story of Little Red.
Exactly. It's kind of a dark story. The grandma dies and everything. But thank you. That was a perfect explanation. We'll do 2 more and then we'll move on. Let me have somebody explain Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel. Can anyone explain Hansel and Gretel?
They are brothers, and
not brothers.
Yes, brothers.
Because brothers is 2 boys.
Oh,
so if it's a brother and a
brother and sister. Okay. Okay. And they're left in a wood, and they found a house made by candy.
Mm-hmm.
Then they enter into the house and start eating the candy.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a woman. I think it's a witch.
Mm-hmm. A witch.
Yeah. And she captured they and feed they to
them.
Yeah, feed them to win weight, to be fatter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why? So she could eat them, right?
Yes, she's going to eat them.
Do they escape?
Yes.
All right.
I think the boy put a bone of a chicken. And yeah, it's this.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
She chokes on a chicken bone, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else want to explain a fairy tale, or will we move on? If anyone really wants to explain one, you can. Just say so now.
Michaela, do you have you ever heard about Once Upon a Time? It's
yes, I love that
yes.
show.
I'm obsessed.
It's very, very good. I love it.
Yeah, in United States, there is the new one, the new episode.
Mhm.
Yeah, it you watch it?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to ask about it.
Yeah, don't. It's very good.
Okay.
Okay. Does anybody know about the Emperor's New Clothes? That's not a very well-known story. Does anyone know what that one is? The Emperor's New Clothes?
No.
I'm going to explain it quickly because it's not a very famous one. The Emperor's New Clothes is a fairy tale about an emperor, and he was a very proud man, and he wasn't very nice. And so there was the tailor who always made his clothes. And the emperor was very mean to the tailor and always said that the clothes the man made were not good enough for the emperor. So the tailor plays a trick on the emperor, and he tells the emperor that he has made clothes that are invisible, and the only person who can see the clothes are the person that is the best emperor in the world or something. And so the emperor says he pretends to see the clothes because he thinks he's the best emperor, and then he walks into the town naked because he's not wearing any clothes. I think that one's funny. But that's a good one, but not a very famous one. Okay, so if you go down a little further, we have a little exercise, and they're just questions, and we have to pick the correct answer. So I'll start on the right. Let me have Wilfer. Will you read the first question and the answers?
Okay. One moment. Choose the correct answers with a partner. First question. Who says I'll hop and I'll pop and I'll blow your house down?
Okay, so a giant, a wolf, or a witch? A, B, or C? Anybody can answer this.
A giant.
A, does everybody agree?
A wolf.
A wolf, okay.
Yes.
So everyone thinks a wolf?
Yeah, wolf.
Okay, and what story is that from? Do you know?
The
The free book. Pig. Yeah, pig. The free pig.
Yeah, the Three Little Pigs. Okay, Talita, will you read the next question?
Snow White eats a poisoned apple.
Mm-hmm. Number 3. Let's have Josely. Can you hear us? Will you read question number 3?
Yes. Hansel and Gretel find a house made of. Oh, I'm not sure.
Does anybody know?
Sweet.
Yes.
Sweet.
Sweets, yeah. Okay. Philippe, would you like to read the next question? Philippe?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Cinderella, what she was made of? Letter A, glass, B, gold, or C, silk.
And the answer?
The answer is letter E, A, glass.
Yes, sir. Okay, next question. Nicholas, will you read the next question?
Yes. Rapunzel has very long. I don't know.
Hair.
Hair.
Hair, yeah. What does Rapunzel do with the hair she has? Does anybody know Rapunzel's story?
It's from the tower.
She live in a tower.
She live in a tower.
Yeah.
I see.
Exactly. And what does she do with her hair, her long hair?
You can throw her hair, and the prince will get to her.
Yeah, exactly. She has friends come over. They climb up her hair. I think that's a really cute one.
Yes.
Okay, question 6. Let's have Matthias. Will you read question 6?
Yeah. How many bears did Goldilocks meet? A, 1, B, 2, C, 3. What is the correct answer?
Do you know?
That's I really don't know.
Really?
Oh, come on. 3 bears. 3 bears.
Yeah, 3 bears.
The big, the normal, and small.
Yeah, That's an easy one.
The soap hotter and cold. No,
Yeah.
hot, cold, normal.
Okay. So now I would like us to brainstorm some fairy tale vocabulary. I'll start on the left. I have one there for you already, Once Upon a Time. Does everyone recognize the phrase Once Upon a Time? Has everybody seen that phrase before?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Can somebody explain what Once Upon a Time means?
Oh my god.
A good soul.
Come on, you guys probably know this one already. What does it mean?
I don't know what it means.
It is always the beginning of the tale story.
It always starts a fairy tale.
Ah, yeah.
Matthias,
like Shrek.
Yeah, like Shrek. Exactly.
yeah, once upon a time there is a girl living in Brazil and she okay.
Okay, I understand.
Something in the past. Something in the past.
Okay, so I'm going to have you guys brainstorm vocabulary. I'm going to start on the left this time. Try to give me one or two or more words that you would see in a fairy tale. It could be characters in a fairy tale or the setting of a fairy tale, anything you want. Let's start with Hong. What's common fairy tale vocabulary?
Sorry, teacher, I don't understand the word is jam.
The verb in Once Upon a Time? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know understand. I don't understand
the question.
The question, yes. First question.
Okay, so we're thinking about vocabulary that is used in fairy tales. So, once upon a time there was a princess, or an evil witch lived in a castle. Those are vocabulary words that have to do with fairy tales. Can you think of more vocabulary that has to do with fairy tales?
One.
Yes.
How about I'll skip you and I'll come back to you at the end. Is that okay? So you can think a little more. How about Isaias? Will you give us some vocabulary?
Wait. Magic.
Maybe, and they will live happy for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, at the end, they always have some phrase like, they lived happily ever after. Exactly, that's a great one. So it's kind of the opposite of Once Upon a Time begins a fairy tale and happily ever after ends a fairy tale. Okay, how about Marcus? Can you give us some vocabulary for fairy tales?
He was a evil wolf, or he was a little boy, and so on.
Yeah, perfect. Those are great vocabulary words for fairy tales. Thank you. Matthias, your turn.
How do you say mago?
How do you say what?
Wizard.
Mago.
Wizard.
Magician.
Ah.
Magician.
Yeah, wizard.
Always there is one or two magicians.
Definitely.
With your wand.
Yeah, wand. That's a great one too. Perfect.
The magic is the soul of the fairy tales. Without his, the possibly the fairy tales don't existing. I don't know. It's the water of the river.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nicholas, can you give us some vocabulary?
There in the wood live a evil witch.
Yeah, perfect. The woods is a spooky place, and a witch, that's the opposite of a wizard. So the female of a wizard is a witch. Perfect, thank you. How about Philippe? Will you give us some more fairy tale vocabulary? Philippe, can you think of anything? Hi.
I think so. A forest, a villain, and a happy end. Ours a happy end. I think so.
At the end, yeah, definitely. Thank you. How about Rosalie?
Yes.
Can you give us some fairy tale vocabulary?
Let me see. Castles, princess, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Talita?
Hi. True love kiss.
What?
I think true love kiss.
Yeah, True Love's Kiss. That's a Snow White one. That one's a great one.
Yes.
Thank you. And Wilfer, can you give us some vocabulary?
I don't know the new vocabulary.
You have to think of something, a word that you see very frequently in fairy tales. So we've been thinking of examples of words you use to tell stories.
No, I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to put some vocabulary for you guys in the chat box because while you guys were talking, I thought of some other vocabulary that's good.
Fairy godmother.
Yeah, fairy godmother is a great one. What is a fairy godmother?
A fairy who cares with you.
Yeah, so she...
Like Cinderella had a fairy godmother.
Yeah, she grants wishes. So in the Verbling chat box, I just posted some vocabulary. Most of it is stuff we already talked about. There are just a couple words I thought of that we did not talk about, like damsel. That one's in the last word in the third line. Damsel. Does anybody know that word? It's kind of an old word. It's not used very commonly anymore. But a damsel is a female character, and usually she is in trouble. So she needs to be saved by a hero or some other person, the fairy godmother. So it's always a woman, and it's usually a person who needs help. Other words we haven't talked about yet were enchanted. Can anyone explain what enchanted means?
Like curse? Curse?
Could be cursed. Cursed is like a negative type of spell. So enchanted usually means like there's magic involved. Or sometimes it can just mean interesting. Like if I say that it was an enchanting evening, it means it was like a beautiful, interesting evening. So Freddie has a question about fairy godmother, which we already talked about a little bit. A fairy godmother is a creature that grants wishes. Stephen, I'm not sure I understand your question. And I tell you like it, Michaela? I don't know. What about ogre? What is an ogre?
Like Shrek.
Shrek, yeah.
Shrek, exactly. How about, there's hero and heroine. Do you guys know the difference between a hero and a heroine? What is a hero?
Hero is a man, and heroine,
it's a man.
lady.
And a heroine is what?
A lady.
A lady, yes.
Who saved the day.
Yes. Any other questions from that list of vocabulary? Do you guys not know any of the other ones?
Wicked.
Wicked. Can anyone explain what wicked means? Nobody?
It is a place where there are ghosts.
Uh-huh. It's definitely like a negative, scary term. A lot of times it's similar to evil. It means something similar to evil. So a wicked witch is an evil, terrible witch. Okay. So what are some things that all fairy tales have in common? Can you guys think? Oh, journey. Does anyone know what journey means? Can you explain that for?
Journey, it is a trip.
A trip. Usually like a long trip that has, difficulties involved. What's a quest? Does anybody know quest?
A sacred object able to make a wish. And
to make a wish?
How do you say deseo? Deseo.
Wish.
Yeah, wish.
Wish. Okay. The sacred object, for example, how do you say lámpara?
A lamp?
A lamp. For example, you could have a lamp and you ask a wish. It's a common object. For example, Aladdin. Or in other stories, is the other object. For example, a sword, or I don't know, a object.
Yeah, but what's a quest though? That's not exactly what a quest is.
Quest.
Luis put in the chat box when you go out looking for something, and that's a pretty good definition.
A quest. Oh.
Yeah, a quest. So a quest is when you go looking for something, you need something, you want to find something, and a journey is like a very long trip, but you don't necessarily need to find something. So they're a little bit different. Any other questions on that vocabulary? Don't be shy. If you need something explained, just ask. What about beast? What is a beast?
Like Beauty and the Beast.
So what is a beast?
It's a big creature.
Yeah, big creature. Sometimes like a monster. It's usually a negative term. What about labyrinth? What is a labyrinth?
A place without out.
Yeah, a place. It's a complicated tunnel system.
Yeah, and there have only out.
What?
There is only one way to skip this labyrinth.
Yeah. It's very
one
difficult.
enter and one out. Exit.
And there are a lot of ways that you can get Everything good.
It's a wall. It's a
Lost.
way.
Good.
Okay. All right, so what about things that all fairy tales have in common? Can you guys think of anything that all fairy tales have in common?
Happy ends.
Happy ending. So I think that's true. Most fairy tales have a happy ending. What else?
Fantasy.
Fantasy, yeah.
Magic.
There's usually magic. Most of them have magic. What else? What about the characters?
There is always one hero, and the hero is usually a prince. And
Definitely.
there always have a princess.
Yes. So there's usually a male and female main character, and there's something very romantic and beautiful. They're beautiful, and they're princes and princesses, or kings and queens.
Yes.
And what about the opposite? What's the opposite of these main characters? I think it's one of the vocab words I put up. Let me look. Let me make sure I put it in there.
The villain.
Yes, the villain. What is a villain?
They are the bad.
The enemy of the hero.
Yes, the enemy. Exactly. And what kinds of characters usually play the villain? Is it a prince or a princess usually?
It's ugly.
Yes. Ugly. Could be a witch or wizard. What else?
It's violent. He wants all. He attack the city of the hero, and how do you say torturar?
Torture?
Yeah, he tortured the people.
Yeah, so they do evil things.
Yeah, it's a bad boy.
Is there anything else you guys can think of that all fairy tales have in common?
Animals who can talk.
What?
Animals who can talk. Can speak.
Oh, animals that can talk. That's very common. You're right. I like that. I think that's an exciting part of fairy tales.
Yes.
All right. Any last comments? Okay, guys. I have another class starting in just a couple minutes. It is on art. So it's a little bit higher level than this class because the vocabulary words are a little more complex and advanced. If you guys would like to join me in that class, I would be happy to have you. And I'd like to thank you guys for participating and having a good class with me today.
Me too.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. If anybody wants, I thought it would be fun if you guys wanted to practice fairy tales. If you want to write a fairy tale or explain a fairy tale to me in English, write it out and send it to me on Facebook, and I will look over it and correct it if it needs any corrections. I thought that would be cool because I think homework is fun, but it's difficult to give homework on verbling. So if you guys want to do it, I would love for you guys to do it. But if you don't want to, then that's fine. I won't judge you. So if you want to send it to me, my name on
Michaela.
Facebook is right there. Yes, Michaela Affidani. So find me there. You can send me a fairy tale or any note that you want, and I'll look it over. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Michaela. You're so
Bye.
kind.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.